Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rose down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So Alabama's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. Coming out with it, it's Rousseau. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Underwood. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And listen to this crowd. On the opening play of the game, the defense picks up a huge sack and they force a negative play. And just imagine, David, being this quarterback for a moment. You were already facing a lot of pressure. You were already facing a great pass rush. And it just feels like a tidal wave of emotion, putting you in a hole early in the game. It'll be interesting to see how this offense can respond.
Yeah, I'm looking long. He's got it down the left side. Here he goes. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive.
Oh, they block it. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Using his legs, it's Riley. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. There he goes. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the offense back onto the field. From the gun, it's Riley. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Let's talk about Alabama. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Out wide right, it's Rodgers. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Austin Mack. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Again, it's Mack. Fires to the big fella. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Throwing Mack. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Rush is on, and they got it. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Keeping his eyes downfield. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Just a really nice job defensively, too, not giving up on the play, right? Didn't sack him initially, but guys were still in hot pursuit and chasing. And this front 7 defensively, they've got a lot of speed and athleticism, and they're able to stay on the quarterback's heels and force him out of bounds for a loss.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Upstairs, he's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And another big play for this offense. How about this offense coming out on fire, throwing the football all over the yard, making big plays? This is a tough unit to stop this defense. They better find some answers, or he's going to throw for more yards in this game than he ever has.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Well, they take a sack right down by the goal line, guys, and I think the route concept really didn't help the quarterback out there. Normally you're thinking this is going to be a quick hitter, get the ball out of his hands fast, but that was a very slow developing route concept. I think that's the biggest reason he got sacked.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Mack throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Riley. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Austin Mack can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. To throw, it's Mack. Right side, it's Riley. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
On the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Here's Underwood to throw. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. He's got enough. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Hey, guys, that's not a surprise, is it? Watching tape coming into this football game, he can make things happen. He can run around you. He can run through you, just like you saw right there, break tackles. They will feature him early in this football game. They'll feature him often. He's one of their game breakers.
Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. A run for the quarterback.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And wings it incomplete. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide ready to roll on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time. Makes the grab in their space. Discards him with the stiff arm. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
This time it's complete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Alabama needs just a few inches here on 3rd down. Drives inside. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on 4th. Gets the back moving. Mack to throw for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Touchdown, Alabama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he puts through the extra point. From deep, it's Rousseau. Makes a move. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Tide will have to call their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Trying to cut through the noise. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. He's at the touchdown time. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half. But you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Here comes the heat. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Alabama calls it second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Long way to go on second down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Going deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going from broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Two possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
Underwood from the gun on third down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Kick is in the air. On the return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Williams. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Unloads it downfield. Leaping grab for a big gain. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Quick give. It's Riley. He's got the first down. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's first take a look at Georgia State taking on the UAB Blazers. And it's Georgia State trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Jenkins. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in the offense?
Here's Williams to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Williams will pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Fires to the wideout. That one's not even close.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Throwing, Williams. Going for the big play. And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And after that last field goal, they start this third quarter, find themselves playing from behind. Got his man on the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Underwood. Working that left side now. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. And he tackles him for no gain.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Fires to the middle. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just smothered on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Quick completion on the out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Throwing, Underwood. He's going to take off. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's 3rd down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no. You're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
This is a designed run. Still running at the 35. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Michigan. They take the lead with the 6. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Here's Underwood to throw. Makes the grab for the 2.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Pushes ahead. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill?
And hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. and it's no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Just feeds the running back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. This quarterback part of their running game. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Snap it to the back. He's dropped.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. On the move. Past the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the fourth quarter.
First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the offense is trying to complete that in route against zone coverage, but you saw everyone on defense there watching the QB's eyes, and it led him right to the throw so they could knock it away.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Now on the move. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
That quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Williams. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Second and long here. It's Williams again. Under pressure. Good job just to get rid of that one.
I'll tell you what, it's so nice to speed that clock up with the quarterback. Hit him early, hit him often. Those shots start to add up. That thing comes out all over the place.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Just keep slinging it. Moving out to the right. The throw. Another incompletion on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Williams to throw for it on fourth. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Obviously, they fail on that fourth down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Runs through a tackle.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Underwood. Oh, pressure's coming. Avoids the pressure and gets away. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Here's Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Throwing, Underwood. A spectacular one-hand grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Williams throws to the wideout. Got his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Really nice timing, and that's a very accurate throw by the quarterback. There was not a big window. He's throwing the in-breaking route. It's coming from his left, and he's got to fit that football into a really tight space where his guy can make the catch. Very confident throw that time by the QB.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Williams looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Look out! Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Throwing, Mack. Looking for the end zone. Oh, and he could have stopped the drive right there with the pick, but he couldn't hold it.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Austin Mack. They're all over it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.